So as you can see, this is the MAXX V1, V2, MAXX Slash, and the Kraton 6S. So you kind of get to see kind of size differences. The Slash and the Kraton again, wheel to wheel. The MAXX Slash is a little bit longer, but barely, maybe about a half an inch. I didn't take a quick measurement. Then of course the MAXX V2 is shorter. This has the sledgehammer tire, so. And of course the V1, way small. It's like 1/10 scale, one less than 1/8. But the Slash is comparative to the Kraton 6S. So we're gonna put some electronics on this. What we're gonna do is take the electronics from my MAXX, because we're gonna put the Hobbywing MAXX 5. It's a V1 with the stupid RC upper brace, and we're gonna put the 800 kV with the stupid RC motor mount. For the X Max. That's probably the next episode or something. But for now, we're gonna take off the 8S system out of this X Max and stick it on the Project Slash. Alright, so we got everything put together with the Spectrum and spare Arma ESCs and motors that I had. So I tried putting in my old Traxxas 8S motor from my X Max and ESC to do a 8S kind of wild willy on this. You know, 2 batteries. That it was just too heavy. The shocks wouldn't take it. It's too much weight. You know, eventually just kind of pointless to have all this stuff weight on it. The suspension that, you know, couldn't really handle it. So best of the best, we just went with the 6S system. It's fast already with 4S. 6S is pretty wild. 8S, I was gonna just break stuff. So this is just a lot of extra weight that need to be here for this size of car, especially suspension wise. If it had bigger shocks and springs, possibly, but for what it's built for, couldn't really handle 8S well. So it's pretty good. So I installed the, let's see, GPM battery brace. It's like 25 bucks. Came from China, because everything is made in China. So it took about 2 weeks to get here. Also got the bottom brace, also MAXX Slash. So this is like the pretty piece right there. So I gotta find a way to either put a skin on it or put a skid plate. It's kind of too nice to scratch up. Kind of feel bad about it, but they'll keep the whole chassis pretty rigid. So in closing for this video, the bottom view, of course, probably gonna put a skateboard wheelie bar on this, skateboard wheels. The front wheelie bar, of course, in case I hit walls and big rocks, so I can slide up instead of just smash it onto it. These are temporary wheels. I don't like these. They balloon pretty bad and they pretty much explode on you from a previous video or previous whatnot. But they balloon pretty bad. I think in like 6S, it'll balloon and explode. So this is just a spare set from a buddy. Borrowed it just for as a roller. It's gonna just move it around with. Other than that, the Spectrum 6S, I mean, it's pretty good in my Arma, and it holds power pretty well. Maybe next week or in a couple weeks, probably get the Hobbywing instead. But so far until the system breaks, probably keep it until you know, I destroy it. It's pretty new. I mean, look it up. I got a Jenny's. They had a discount on it, so I'm like, hey, it's 120 bucks for for both of them. So it's like 80 and then like 40 for this. So $120 plus shipping. Can't beat that. And it's brand new. Other than that, these are plastic Traxxas white arms. Pratt & 6S rear shocks for the front and rear. It's just taller, more rigid, thicker oil, stiffer springs. I use that instead of the Traxxas ones. So far, I'm waiting for the body to come. I don't know what to put on yet. I was thinking about putting a MAXX body kind of chopped up, or the original Slash, but I would have to cut up the Slash body anyway to fit bigger tires instead of going with the original, tiny tires. So I think I'm putting the sledgehammers on there, and we'll see. Maybe even the UDR shell. So I'll see what I can find online, what they have available, and what kind of I'll upload the video once I got something on it. But so far, this is the MAXX Slash with a wide max kit. MAXX Slash tub, really. But we're waiting on the body to see how this thing works out. So going back to the GPM 775's aluminum skid plate, I just really have a hard time accepting it's this freaking nice. I'm gonna scratch up, just gonna, bashing around with it. So I decided to get some nylon sticks. So I'm gonna use it as a, kind of like a skid plate over it. Plus it adds to the chassis slab. So what I do is slam down, I have an extra, about 3/8 of an inch, actually about a quarter of an inch chassis slab right in the center. And if I do hit incoming things item, it'll just kind of go through, it'll hit. This is a wedge that I made, and kind of help protect the bottom. Guess that's the idea. But for now, I'm gonna put double-sided sticky tape on this, stick it there for now. Then maybe we'll see how long it lasts with this double-sided sticky tape. We'll see how long, and if it doesn't, of course we'll just drill a couple holes in there and mount it, in its spot. But I want to test the 3M double-sided sticky tape first. See how long that lasts, right? Because you can always replace tape. I just want to stop putting holes in everything else. So got it stuck on there, moving it around. It's on there pretty good. If I'm gonna hit something up here, I have to dislodge it, man. Well, it won. I just put new tape on it, but this thing it's in there. 3M tape, or whatever this is, Tape South. It's a big bulk of this stuff, so I use that a lot. So use that as a skid plate, a true skid plate. This is really for structural rigidity, the GPM brace. So let rocks and whatnot hit this thing. It's cool. It's sacrificial. It's like $20 for like 5 sheets of this thing. So like 5 feet of sticks. So I'll hit that. I'll probably add another one here, but probably don't think so. But this should be good enough. These are pretty cheap to replace. I think they're like $12 for front and back, $6 each. But we're gonna test bashing it one of these days. Alright, we'll see how much of the ride height it affected. So with the additional spacing, so go to chassis slap. So I get a little more. So I don't bottom out the shocks. Alright. More chassis slap. Save the chassis, save the shocks. What I really like about the MAXX Slash or Traxxas' new engineering is these rear wheelie bars. You can, just like the promotional ad, you can take them out and flip them. So, less wheelie, more wheelie. Wheelie bars. So I'm gonna flip it the other way, so I get less, wheelie action and more high speed whatnot. And also, since this being lower, if I do hit the ground, it'll hit first, so it kind of saves my suspension and chassis, so it adds to suspension if I do hit it. So that's another plus for turning these the other way. It'll set a lot lower. And of course, if you add skateboard wheels, you get more, more wheelie action. Of course, I added the front, of course, because I'm crazy like that. So again, when it comes down, it'll hit the front. It'll hit the front, roll across. Kind of saves a little bit of the front skid plate from chassis. Or if you do have a pretty bad nosedive, they should take a brunt first hit so you can lift the nose up instead of taking nosedive, taking the whole bumper, axles, and everything else. That's the idea for that. I'm sure you guys are probably like, yeah, that's cheesy, but I like it. It survived a couple, bad landings I've had. It's pretty easy. You just put, well, I bolted these on, actually. Put 2 holes on there. My other one, I just kind of mounted it back here, but this is a little cleaner look, showing it on there. As for the armor system, this is a cool little spot for these holes. Just gonna screw it on here for the switch. Kind of pretty neat. So here it is. I got the Traxxas UDR roll cage. Came in from Jenny's. Roll cage and of course the drivers. So I put it on my MAXX Slash custom build. I use D boots wheels on my Arma. Overall, this is what it looks like. So mounting on this is pretty simple. Well, I think it is, at least. So the front area kind of just sandwiches on the front bulkhead. So this goes behind the shock, kind of like this frame back here. It kind of sandwiches. I mean, there's a clearance on the shock itself. It's not rubbing, so it just kind of sandwiches. It stays in place, and it doesn't move at all. Pretty good, I guess. Pretty good area. So that piece right there is preventing from sliding back. And for forward movement, it's gonna, this section right here, it's not making it move forward or back at all. So as for the side, mounting it down, I kind of just use, I used zip ties originally, but this time I just use Velcro straps just to kind of take it off and on, take it off. And putting it on a lot easier. And as far as the back, Velcro strap. So I left the bumper on there, the rear slash bumper, and it kind of just sits on top of it, kind of support. Because without it, it would just sit on the, I guess, the rear bulkhead on these faux batteries. So it's about pretty close clearance wise. Can't really tell, but it sits pretty well. D boots. Now these tires are pretty big, so coming down, it kind of rubs a little bit. It's a little big, but I could probably just push this back, the plastic back, just for some clearance if I need to. But it does rub. Hopefully I don't make hard landings while making a right or a left turn. I don't have the outside shell yet. I don't know if I want to put it on. I might just have to put just sheets just to cover up the holes and whatnot. Here's kind of the access to it. Little switch here. I had to move that. A little easier access to it.